This next one is a pretty nice video game bolo here. This is Nintendo GameCube Pokemon Coliseum. Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Rob. I'm also known as the Chesapeake Picker, a part-time reseller based out of Virginia. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing down below. Turn on that little bell for notifications. Really helps me to continue to grow. So the first thing I got shipping out here is this VCR DVD combo. You guys may have seen me ship this out a couple of weeks ago. Somebody returned it, said it ate their tapes. I tested it out. It worked perfectly, so I went ahead, relisted it, and it sold in just a couple days for $219 with free shipping. I spent $19.99 on this, and it cost $23 to ship it out. So very hefty profits on that one. All right, next thing I got up here is this. It's Osamu Tezuka's Metropolis. It is a movie, I believe, on a PSP format, new sealed. I picked this up for just a couple bucks at a CHKD thrift store, and it sold for $19 plus shipping. The buyer chose the eBay International Standard Delivery. I went ahead and chose that because it's very competitive with the rates that goes with the Pirate Ship Simple Export rate, and I can just ship it through eBay, one less step. So they paid $11 to ship this out. This next one is a pretty nice video game bolo here. This is Nintendo GameCube Pokemon Coliseum. Very good condition on this. The manual is just the cover. So you can see here it's missing all the interior and stuff like that. Disc is in pretty good condition. I picked this up for, I think, $3.98 or $2.98 at the thrift store. If you go back and watch a video I put up a while ago, maybe about a month at this point, I picked that up with a whole bunch of other GameCube and PlayStation games. So this one sold for $129 with free shipping, and it'll cost just over $3 to ship out. I got 3 of these guys here. This is a Virginia Beach Department of Museums. It's like a picnic blanket. Zip it up here, and I'm selling these actually on consignment. I had somebody, when I was first looking for inventory, I sold a bunch of stuff for her, and I still have some leftover things sitting here. So this is the first one to go out. So I've had these since, I don't know, April, but it did sell for $19.99 with free shipping. It weighs just over a pound, so it's got to go out priority. It's too big to fit into a padded envelope, but I actually took it. This is the one packed up here. I just put it in this poly bag, and this is going to go out on Pirate Ship. It's going to cost $10.31 to ship versus $11.34 to ship out through eBay. So again, Pirate Ship with your cubic rate shipping is a good option to save a little bit of money. Got some vintage toys here. These are Robotech. These were mine when I was a kid. This is Dolza and Britai. So these things sold for these guys sold for $9.99 a piece plus shipping, going out to the same buyer, and they will still say first class. So I'm going to go ahead and send back a refund to that person. Thank you very much. Got a whole bunch of this arts and crafts stuff the other day at the thrift store. This is what is this? Crystal clear. This is to create a stained glass look on something. So these are $1.99 a piece. I had them up for $19 with free shipping. Somebody sent me a message, wanted to know if they could buy 2 for $30. So I went ahead and took that. And these weigh just over a pound. So as I do with those, I'm going to wrap them up, throw them in this box here, and then I will stuff that into a flat rate envelope. Go out for about just over $7. Picked up this DVD a while back at a thrift store. This is Note by Note, The Making of Steinway LI-037. Some kind of piano thing. So still new sealed. It was 58 cents. I figured I'd take a swing at it there. Sold for $17.99 with free shipping. And then I got this other DVD. This is Sleeping with the Enemy, Julia Roberts. New sealed, $9.99, free ship. All right, next up, I got a couple hats going out here. These are both Norfolk Tides hats. This one here, this blue and orange, going out for $15.99 with free shipping. And then this black one that I just picked up yesterday, that one's going out for $15 with free shipping. Sold 3 of these coin collector books, all to the same buyer. They asked for, I sent out some offers just because I had tons of them. They're $3.50 usually. I put out for $2.99. They bought 3. These are going out for $14 total with shipping. I've had this White Mountain puzzle for quite a while. It's a used puzzle. I actually sold it for much better money during kind of the heyday of the shutdown when people were buying them up like crazy, but it got returned to me because there was something wrong with the buyer's address, so it's just been sitting around. It did sell for $8.50 plus shipping. I spent $4 on it initially, so kind of a waste there, but it's gone. I got these vintage Titan wrestling figures. These things are in terrible shape. These were in a grab bag of toys that I picked up at a thrift store. I made like $25 off a couple things that I sent out. These were in there as well. I almost threw them out because they were so junky, but I figured what the heck, I'd take a look. I threw them up there as a pair for a 99-cent starting auction, and they sold for $6.50 plus shipping after several bids there. Again, not a big profit, but it's better than nothing. Then over on Facebook Marketplace, which is the place I'm really starting to like selling DVD box sets, this is Stargate Atlantis. I had two identical copies of these in full, like new condition. This sold for $50 plus shipping, and I have less than $10 into the whole thing. So I got a negative feedback, and I probably could have prevented it, but I was kind of being stubborn. But the buyer's actually going to revise it. So I sold this DVD, The Deal. This was a junk sale. It was $3.85 with free shipping. So this was before the price increase. So it was $2.80 to ship it out. And so I sold this thing for $1.05. Okay. I also sold this thing on consignment. So I was making nothing on it. I mean, what, like 20 cents or something like that after all your fees are taken into consideration. So I had in the title of it, I just scanned the barcode of the movie, and it said that it was new, and it said that it had a digital copy. Well, it was not a new DVD. So it went out, it arrived to the buyer, and they sent me a message that they were watching it and everything was great, but it was listed as new. And I said, oh, I sent them a very nice email. I apologized. I said, oh, I'm so sorry about that. Thanks for your understanding, blah, 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 blah. And they replied back, it also said digital copy. So at this point, I kind of knew where it was going. I knew that they were going to ask for something, but they didn't ask for anything. So really, in my mind, at the time, I provided a product. I made a mistake, but they accepted the product. They opened the product. They watched the product. So they used it. And now they're going to ask for it. So then again, I apologized. I said, I'm really sorry about that. I'll be more diligent in the future, and they said, I think you should give a refund. That was all they said. And I responded back. I was being defensive at this point. I said, I understand that there was a problem, but you knew that there was a problem with it when you received it, but you watched it. I said, if you'd like to open a return, you can send it back, but I don't provide refunds based on, I said, it's not my policy to give away stuff for free. Even if I made a mistake, then they responded back that they would send it back once I sent them the money. And that's how I said, you just open a return. It says item not as described, and it'll come back to me. No problem, right? Very wordy email. I'm not going to get into it, but it was starting to be a back and forth. And then afterwards, I'm like, why am I being so stubborn? This is like $1 in sales I'm losing here. It's not going to kill me to lose that $2.80 plus shipping. So I just came out here to the shed and I went ahead and refunded the money. And I sent them a message in there that I'd had a change of heart. And, sorry. Well, then I noticed they left negative feedback. So I'm like, okay, I got a negative feedback, which I knew was probably going to happen, but I was being stubborn off of something that was $1 sale. So I sent them a message and I said, hey, I since noticed that you had left negative feedback. I know things started off kind of rough, but I hope you'd consider revising that. And they responded back, yeah, no problem. I'll go ahead and do it. I don't know how, but I'll figure it out. So I went in today. I'd actually never received negative feedback before. I've never received it, never given it. So they actually reached back out to me and said, that looks like you have to go revise it or ask for a revision yourself. So I went in, I did that, I sent it out, so they should change it. But at the end of the day, one negative feedback's not going to kill you. There's something to be said about, you don't want your buyer to always have 100% positive feedback, because then it looks like maybe they don't do enough business. But whatever, you know, at the end of the day, I don't really care about negative feedback, but this was so stupid, so petty. You know, I did make a mistake. I owned up for it. I made it right, but there's an argument to be had on both sides. In the description of it, it listed it as like new, but in the title it said new. So there was an error, there was a discrepancy. If the buyer had looked at it, he would have questioned it. Should he have opened it up and watched it, used the product before making a complaint? No, probably not, but whatever. It's not a big deal. It's over, it's done with, and move on. Hi guys, thanks for checking out the channel. As always, I really appreciate it. Please, if you liked anything you see here, consider hitting that like button. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me to continue to grow. And leave any questions, comments. I'll get to them in the future. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next one.